It is a touch after 9 o'clock and it is cut-off time for voting stations to continue taking new voters. However, if you are still in those queues, the message very clear from the Independent Electoral Commission that you will not be disenfranchised, and so you will be allowed to go into that voting station no matter how long that queue is. A number of our reporters are at various voting stations this hour. I think the queues you are looking at right now in your picture, those are queues coming out of the Durban City Hall, and that's where our colleague Ziyanda Ngcobo is stationed. Ziyanda, good evening to you. If you can hear me, I see children playing around. The weather is good, and it assumes that people still very energized to go inside that voting booth.
Very energized are the people who are standing outside the Durban City Hall. There's been music, there's been singing, as you can hear it coming up as I speak to you. I suppose maybe it's a reflection of what happens when young people come out to vote. As I step out of shot to show you the current situation, there's a lot of energy here outside the City Hall, despite many having to be in the queue for 6 hours and more. So it's not even a case of people waiting until the last minute to reach the voting station, not dissuaded by the delays. But I want to bring in the ANC's eThekwini Deputy Secretary, Nkosenhle Madlala. You're live on Newzroom Afrika. Thanks for your time. I mean, it's a very tough situation out here. How are you feeling about the way in which the IEC has handled this region?
Yeah, no, thank you very much. We were a bit disappointed with the way things have turned out. There were a lot of technical issues that have led to delays for hours on end, especially in bigger voting stations like here, the Durban City Hall, and other places as well. So we are a bit disappointed. But what we are taking away from this is that maybe they were not prepared for this kind of turnout, which is massive. They were not prepared for the kind of energy that is out here. We are, as much as we are disappointed with their lack of preparedness, we think there's also a bit of juniorization of their own staff. The staff that has been doing elections all along is sort of missing from the voting stations. We don't know whether they were feeling pressure and they let go of some of their older staff who were more experienced. We don't know. But being that as it may, we are very excited about the flourishing of our democracy. It's just a few minutes before the closure of this station. There's like 1,000 or so people outside. They are saying they're not going anywhere. They are ready to stick it out and go and vote and exercise their right. In other stations that I've been at, there's that vibe as well. So we are excited as the ANC because it says our democracy is maturing, our democracies, and the doomsayers that were saying our people are tired and we're trying to discourage our people from coming out are going to be disappointed. It's a big day for the South African democracy. And as the ANC, we've seen our volunteers, we've seen our members, people are ready to vote for us. We are sure by the end of this day, we are going to be victorious.
Are you concerned at all about the ANC's electoral outcome here in eThekwini? You would know, Nkosenhle, that eThekwini is the heartbeat, or if you want to assess whether you've won KwaZulu-Natal, this metro is one of the places where you get a sense of your electoral gains. Are you concerned as the ANC, especially with the new entrants such as Umkhonto we Sizwe Party, who are taken predominantly from your organization?
We are not concerned about any party. The only thing that we are concerned about is the number of people that we're going to be turned away from the voting stations, or we're going to be discouraged and leave because of the long queues and the technical glitches that the IEC were experiencing. That was the only worry that we had. Otherwise, we have no worry about any other party.
Right, so that's Nkosenhle Madlala. He is the ANC's eThekwini Deputy Secretary. And Xoli, just to go back to that point that he made, I have been engaging with a couple of leaders from different parties about, the slow pace at which this station has gone along. And there is also a sense, you'll remember that politics around having SATU members form part of those who are here at voting stations. Some do feel that this is part of the reason why then we've had these issues, because those are the officials that are experienced and would know what to do. But we'll hear more as we continuously also get updates from the IEC. But insofar as the Durban City Hall, I can tell you that the energy still remains high. South Africans wanting to cast their ballots, not being dissuaded by whatever challenges that were experienced, and let the people of KwaZulu-Natal decide.
Ziyanda Ngcobo, thank you very much. Live for us there outside the Durban City Hall.